Hello?
Hey, is this Adrian Perry from Tab the Band?
That's me.
Hey, how's it going today?
It's going pretty good.
That's good to hear. This is Scott Wood from The Interview Show.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. What are you up to today?
I'm actually just kind of hanging out, writing some new stuff.
Nice. So how did the writing go today?
Good. I just, we're going to try and get in the studio a little bit this summer. We're planning on hitting the road in the fall, but we'll have time to get in the studio and record some new songs. So
Cool. You guys sound like real workhorses.
Yeah, well, that's what you have to do these days. It's not an easy biz. You got to stay busy and always be doing something. You can't sit back on your laurels when you're an up-and-coming band, quote-unquote,
I live on the train 'cause I won't give it up. The dream isn't so far away. I know that you're tired and you've had enough. I hope you forgive the delay. We've got some momentum, we just need some luck. I'm not gonna stop either way. I understand why you're mad when we're stuck. Give me your patience today. Said no, I love you. No, I love you. Don't you think you're getting no? I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. Why are you being so cold? I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. Sitting beside you, I feel so at home. I make my escape on the train after 5. Sometimes I don't wanna try. Stealing away from my job and my wife. I do just enough to get by. I look around, all I see is success. I feel like I'm falling behind. I get so low 'cause I made such a mess. I'm all alone in my mind. Say no, I love you. No, I love you. Don't you think you're getting no? I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. Why are you being so cold? I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. Sitting beside you, I feel so at home. It's hard to say just when I'm coming back. I've got to find the things you know I lack. When I come home, I hope you're waiting.
Said No is definitely, it's a favorite of mine because it has a really, simple hook, and lyrically it's definitely the most personal song I've written probably. I've kind of gotten more comfortable, going certain places lyrically, and, whereas a couple years ago when the band first started, I wasn't doing that as much. So I think She Said No is definitely a song that, was a result of, a little more maturity.
Welcome to the interview show. This is Scott Wood, your host, and today I've got Adrian Perry on the line from Tab the Band. Welcome to the show, Adrian.
Good to be here.
Great. Well, thanks for coming on. So first, I wanted to get it out of the way. Can you tell me the origin of the band's name?
Pretty amazing story, actually. There was a lot of thought that went into it and a lot of research. Basically, my brother and I, my brother's name is Tony, we used to have a duo that we would just record fake rap songs about colonial America and other similar topics, and we called it TNA. And, we thought this was really clever and funny. And finally, we decided to get a real drummer in there instead of one of us banging around doing tracks. So Tony invited his friend Ben over one Christmas, and then we ended up recording some songs that actually turned into more real rock songs rather than rap songs. And we thought, okay, well, we got a B now, so I guess we'll just go with Tab rather than BAT or TBA, which have been really confusing. So we had Tab, and then we added the band to ensure we don't get sued by the soda company, and that's it.
Wow. Well, the fascinating part of that story is the colonial rap. Can you sling a verse?
Oh, I can't do that. Not without a payment.
Well, the check is in the mail. Come on. All right, we'll move on then. You guys are fairly new to the game. You sort of came out in 2008, I guess is when you put out your first record. And you've toured with bands like SDP and the Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. And I was wondering, when you were on tour with those guys, if you stood back, looked at their game, and evaluated it.
I mean, STP is just one of the most consistently good live bands out there. The musicianship is so on point. I mean, every show is good. And that's something that I think we definitely, took to heart, seeing them, I would say that Black Rebel is a little more freewheeling, that their set's a little more loose, but equally good. I think that there's, a lot of crossover between the two bands in terms of fans, but they definitely kind of have different approaches to what they're doing. And, we sort of were able to see, two different sides, because, STP is, really tight. They don't do a lot of jamming. It's just song after song after song, whereas Black Rebel, like I said, is a little more loose. So, I think that we just kind of have to sit back and figure out, when we're watching that, what's our comfort zone? What are we going to do with our set, So
if I go to the Tab the Band show tonight and I see you on stage, when am I going to see you channeling Scott Weiland from SDP?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I'm consciously trying to incorporate anything. I mean, you could take it literally and say, you're going to take stage moves, from the guy or something, which obviously I can't do because I have to play bass. He doesn't have to deal with holding anything. I don't know. I don't really take anything, specific. It's more just the idea of, seeing how he goes about his, and here's just one example, of how, someone like that goes about their performance and what they're doing, and then just trying to apply it to yourself. But it's not like I'm looking at him and saying well, he always, says this in between songs, so I'm going to say that, or he always, turns this way, during the third song. You know what I mean? It's kind of not how, at least I look at it. Hi, this is Adrian Perry from Tab the Band, and you're listening to The Interview Show.
Also, any oats you want me to sow. Now I know my cover is blown. Make up for the lies that I've told. 'Cause I want to. I'll make any plans you want me to make. Now I know just what is at stake. It is my mind that I will rake. 'Cause I want to. I need something to hold me down. Tell me
this is Adrian Perry from Tab the Band, and you're listening to The Interview Show. You kind of have to figure out what your comfort zone is and the things that work well for you and just being yourself. I mean, I've been a fan of STP for a long time, and I've kind of watched Weiland develop over time and really kind of develop his style, you know. I mean, every person is different. You can't take someone else's path. It's not like a cut and paste kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, and I find it great to hear you say that, considering I was going to save this for a little later in the interview, but Adrian Perry is the son of Joe Perry from Aerosmith. So considering that you're part of like rock dynasty, when you were a kid, was it sort of expected you'd go into a band or into music in some way, or was there pressure to be like, you know, become an architect?
I would say there's more pressure to become an architect. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there was no pressure to do anything music related, you know, and my brother would answer it the same way. You know, we both kind of came to it on our own. You know, if anything, my dad, you know, wanted me to get a straight job, you know, and just kind of have more stability, in which I actually, you know, I went to college and law school and have a job, you know what I mean? And those things come in handy in the music business, because I can kind of like protect the band and have that knowledge, which, you know, my dad didn't have, and he got screwed over when he was a younger guy, you know, and so in a lot of ways, actually, that sort of influence of like, hey, make sure you cover your bases, so to speak, actually was more of an influence than anything musical, because, you know, like I said, the music stuff I just kind of came to on my own. There was never any pressure or anything like that, you know, growing up.
So what's the weirdest advice that your dad gave you?
The weirdest advice?
Come on, everybody who's listening to this is going to have a perception of who your dad is, and what's the most unexpected advice that the audience is not going to expect from him? It may be something you'd expect, but, you know, I mean, you must be aware of the perception.
I really don't know what people think. I mean, there's no way for me to know that. I mean, maybe they just assume he's like a wild and crazy guy. I don't know. But I don't, unexpected advice, I mean, you know, maybe just what I described, the fact that he's, you know, thought it was really important that I, you know, finish my schooling, and was really, you know, adamant about that fact. And, you know, it wasn't really, you know, the music part of it was almost ancillary. You know, he was, you know, always encouraging me to, you know, train myself, you know, prepare for sort of a normal life. You know, but I mean, I've had my share of, you know, fun moments with him, you know, giving me more typical, like, rock star type advice, you know.
So come on, can you give us some rock star advice?
When I was in college, he sent me a postcard, and on the front was, you know, John Belushi from Animal House downing a, you know, fifth of whiskey, and on the back it was just a note from him that said, "Learn from the best, leave the rest." Probably the most, see, when you ask, like, what's the advice you got from your dad, like, that's the thing that popped into my head, other than the sort of, like, you know, kind of being on me about finishing up school. So, you know, you kind of get both. You know, you kind of get the balance, but I don't know if that fits into what, you know, folks' perceptions are. You know, I don't know, but that's kind of the deal. You know, you get a little column A, a little column B.
Last year, Steven Tyler, he invaded a Home Depot and started singing songs over the intercom. So I wanted to ask you what your reaction to that was when you heard.
Not surprised. Not surprised by anything he does. You know what I mean? You know, and that's part of the fun of him being him. You know, but I guess, you know, it's something that, for those that read Bill Simmons, you know, you enter the Tyson zone, where, you know, you kind of, you read a story and you're just not surprised, like you expect anything. So when I saw it, I was just like, okay, you know, par for the course, like Steven just doing some craziness, you know.
All right, so
I wish I was there. It probably would have been really funny.
Yeah, I bet you it would have been awesome. So if you were going to wander into a store with the band and start singing, karaokeing or whatever to everybody in the store, what store would you pick and what song would you sing?
Let's see. I would probably go into, let's think. What would be a good store to go to? Maybe a BJ's, because they have it's really big ceilings in there, and it's usually packed with soccer moms and whatnot buying lots of like fun packs of Cheez-Its and stuff. And I probably would sing what's that Vanessa Williams song? Best for Last.
And now we're standing face to face. Isn't this world a crazy place? Just when I thought a chance had passed, you go and save the best for last.
Nice. Can you sing a little bit of that? I've never heard that interpreted by a guy.
I don't know the words really, but it goes something like this. None of said come alone as us. I don't want to come. I don't want a crazy place. I'm gonna save the best for last.
Just when I thought a chance had passed, you go and save the best for last.
Hi, this is Adrian Perry from Tab the Band, and you're listening to The Interview Show. is bought and sold, which I think is, like, in a lot of ways, one of the closest to perfect in our world pop songs, like sort of a song, Beatles on steroids kind of thing, where it's always, something new and interesting happening, and it keeps going along. It's got a good melody. It's got kind of a funny story, a good lyrical theme, and good little bits to keep you interested. And that's a song that, a couple years ago in the band, we probably would have missed out on putting in some of those little flourishes. Hi, this is Adrian Perry from Tab the Band, and you're listening to The Interview Show.
So now Zoo Noises is your third record, and you just said you were in the studio today recording some more stuff. So when you look back on Zoo Noises now and you think about your career so far, where do you think you've improved personally the most?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's always just about getting better songs. I mean, just writing more and more songs and just getting more clarity to what you're doing and just bringing things into focus for each song. I'm a big believer in sort of writing simple songs that have, a good, clean hook and, building from there. So, that's always what I'm striving to do, and you never get there. You just always are just trying to push toward, a little bit further up the mountain, but there's never an end to it. So, I mean, there's just endless possibilities. I mean, Zoo Noises was a really fun album because we really just did whatever we wanted, and, there's all kinds of different songs on there, and, so the next time around we'll have a different, goal. Maybe we'll do something a little more focused, or, we'll do something that's more hard rocking, or we'll do something that's more pop. I don't know. But for me, it's always about songwriting and just getting a little bit better, with each song and trying to achieve whatever the song needs to achieve.
Can you find a song on the current record, one that you couldn't have written a couple of years ago, one that you're especially proud of?
That's a good question. There's a couple of them. I mean, I think there's a few songs on there that are really, reflect a maturity, and at least for me, writing-wise. Another song, I Don't Mind If You Cry, is incredibly simple. It's just the same progression over and over again, and it really is controlled. The dynamics are controlled by sort of the vocal part and sort of the idea behind it. And I think that that's a song that maybe in the past I would have said, well, this is too simple, it needs more, whereas in this case I was able to kind of let it happen, and it works, Hi, this is Adrian Perry from Tab the Band, and you're listening to The Interview Show.
Talk to say we're fine, but I'm walking away, 'cause maybe we're really just saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye. She's gonna say when I'm looking at you, all the stars in the sky match the bright in your eyes. Well, I'm gonna say nothing. I don't mind if you cry a little while. got a money problem. She's got nothing but plans, but no chance of making romance.